It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Our first week in March, and we're starting it on a very high note on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're talking about you and making sure that the year is really good, talking about changing our partners, changing their character. 083-913-3728. It must be hard, Dr. Eve. What if you're in that position and you just can't tolerate it? You can't take it anymore.
We have something called divorce or separation today.
Choice.
We have choices of how to live. If you choose you want to stay in a relationship with somebody whose character really irritates you, then you have a choice of how do you live. You can decide to have what's called living apart together, or you can have separation.
Dr. Eve is talking about this morning and also answering your questions, but we asked this question on the street. We said, what would you change about your partner?
I'll obviously tell him that it annoys me, and then I'll ask him to please do it less.
Let them know that it annoys you and see where it goes.
One would have to maybe chat about it, make them aware that it annoys you, and I think they would then take it on themselves to make the effort.
First of all, she has to be aware of it. I have to tell her that I don't like whatever it is that's annoying me, and once that's there and she knows about it, then we can take it from there.
I would possibly make them aware of it straight out and let them see how it affects you. And again, if you are in your partner's best interest, they'd want to change those things that annoy you.
Well, that's what you said on the streets. We asked the question, how would you change something small about your partner? Give us a call, 083-913-3728. You need to give us a call and talk to Doctor. I'm having a giggle, Doctor, because immediately people look so fed up. It's like they've had enough. How do you go about suggesting change without insulting someone?
That's a very, very important thing. We all have things that irritate us, and that once you get through the romantic phase of a relationship, you then settle down and you find the things that you found really cute. I mean, that's a red flag for you. It's really cute and it's unusual. It's going to be very irritating later on. But one wants to really talk with dignity and respect to somebody. So you always do what's called a soft start-up. So you would say to somebody, I really like the way that you dress. I think you'd look way nicer if you wore more navy. I think you'd look really prettier if you wore dresses that were longer for you.
I like how you set it up, almost like you're in a corporate position. You compliment first, and then you say what is the problem. We're going to go to our phone lines this morning, 083-913-3728. I think it's Kayla from Durban. You're live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
Hi,
and what's your
Dr. Eve.
question?
Hi.
Okay, my question is trying to change my partner, right? I asked him to stop gambling, drinking, smoking due to his health, but unfortunately he doesn't want to. And also the outlook on this relationship, that he says that it's because it's a long distance, he doesn't want and he doesn't feel that it's reasonable. He doesn't want to even budget with me. Nothing.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. Dr. Eve will answer it for you, okay? Thanks for opening up. So it feels like she has a problem.
Well, one of the first rules in selecting a partner is you have to be aware of the things that can't really be changed. Addictions, ongoing adultery, and abuse.
Okay.
So she's mentioned 3 of them, which is gambling, smoking, drinking. Those are problems of addiction. And it's not an easy thing to say, I want you to change. Obviously, when you met this person, you knew that those addictions were present. And once again, we go into kind of this romantic la-la land where we think we can change, or they promise that they will change. And they really want to try and change it. But when you come to addictions, it's really difficult to change.
I don't mean to digress, Doctor, but you said ongoing adultery.
So if somebody has committed, which most people do, 50 to 80% of people do have an extramarital affair, then I would not categorize them as somebody being that's a red flag. If somebody ongoingly has multiple partners and really doesn't feel that this is problematic, that would be a red flag. It depends on on their attitude towards it. Unless they want to go into a polyamorous situation, which would have to be agreed upon by you and have an open marriage.
How much input are we allowed in changing someone's appearance? Immediately I'm thinking about what you said earlier about you set it up positively and then you say no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think something like grooming, personal grooming, is always a very difficult topic to raise. I would always do the soft start-up. I really like your hair, and I think that if you washed it more frequently, I would like it even more. Providing them with shampoo, providing them with soap or with lotion that you really like. Taking them into a bath and doing it. I mean, a lot of people have that like with sexual activity, where they really feel they'd like more grooming on the other person's side. Make it part of your sexual play. Make it something that you do together. Don't make somebody feel badly about how they look and who they are. Then you really shouldn't be with them.
Well, you just said it. Respect is probably the one thing that we're touching on this morning, and also your relationship. Do you want to change your partner? Something about their character. Stay with us and also give us a call 0839 133 728. Katlego, over to you.